March 17, 2018, in that day I almost died. That day was very special for me because in that day I fell from a 10-meter height 3 floors down and I almost died that day. It was a miracle that I have survived. All I can remember is I'm going up the stairs. The next thing I remember is I wake up in an ambulance. Since then, my life never came back to be as it was. And because of that, I want to share with you why I'm here, why I'm doing all of that, why I'm doing those videos, why I help people, what is my vision, and how it maybe can help you as well. So that day I survived a near-death experience that made me to understand that I have the inner power to see life as I want. And because of that, I have decided to show you the principles that helped me. I was just introverted, shy, maybe anxious person that used to be fearful and worried and stressed because of so many things. I had no girlfriend, no social life. I was a people pleaser, means I used to please everyone but myself. Because of that, I was very unconfident. I didn't love myself. I used to hate my life, and that life of mine is just another lifetime in my head. I want to demonstrate to you today what you can do to bring your life from where you are at to where you want to be, and the steps that I've taken since that day to reinvent my life and to create the life that I always wanted, with the relationship, with the career, with the purpose, with the health, all of them all together today, 6 years after. So let's begin. So in that day, what happened is, all I can remember is I'm waking up in an ambulance. I barely can see anything when I wake up. I start seeing again little circles that open up, and I recognize my friends, and I hear some Hebrew, some English, some Hindi. What I recognize that something weird happened. I was confused. I didn't really understand what happened to me. And after some days, when I moved from hospital to hospital to hospital, and my friends are just helping me to do everything because I'm just lying down like a turtle, only see the ceiling, I fractured 17 places in my spine, 2 ribs, and a leg. And because of that, I started to see life differently. People used to tell me that I got my life back, and I couldn't really see that at the first time. But after some time, that some friend of mine told me that, Raz, there is a reason that you are here. Maybe there is a reason and a purpose and a meaning for your survival. After some time, it made me to understand that, yeah, maybe there is. And today I want to share with you why I learned all of those things that made me to create a masterpiece out of my life, and how you can do that as well. So let's begin with understanding what is my mission. My mission and my vision for this lifetime is a model and the vision that I call the 4S vision. The 4S vision says, stop suffering and start smiling. I know that every single person can stop suffering and start smiling independent of any external. This is the 4S vision. And because I know that for sure, it's not something I believe, I know that you can do it as well. No matter what is your own crisis, what have you lost, who is that person that broke up with you, what happened with you or your parents, what happened in your childhood, it doesn't really matter as long as you want to change. If you want to change, keep watching. Let's discover together what you can do from now on. And this vision of mine says that no matter what is happening outside, you have the power inside to change that. And something I always remember is, this too shall pass. Everything changes, nothing stays the same. And because of that, even if you are injured, if you lost someone, if you are someone that hates his life just like I did, and you want to change, you can do it. I promise you. Let's see how. Before that, let's understand what makes someone suffer and someone else to be happy. Pain is certain. Because pain is certain, we understand that suffering is a decision. So this is something Buddha said. Means everything in your life is something that you perceive at the beginning as a pain. The pain is inevitable. The pain is just happening. But the suffering is optional. The suffering is something that you decide. And I will explain. Suffering is actually something more than what you thought. When someone makes you suffer, it is you ignoring the pain. Think about that as the first arrow that you are getting shot at is the pain. It is inevitable. But the second arrow that being shot at you is you deciding to suffer. It is you have attachment toward what things should be. Great quote that can explain it is the gap between our ideas and detachment from them. The gap is between the pain and your ideas about how things should be, and you desire to make things the way that you want. Instead, what I offer you, detach from the expectations, the ideas that you think how things should be. For example, I was in hospital bed and I could ask, why it happened to me? Why me? Why from anyone that it could happen to, it happened just to me? Why I deserve that? Why I'm getting punished? All of those thoughts, as someone that is usually worried and stressed, just came up. And because I understood several lessons before that accident, and I learned NLP and I'm learning what I'm teaching you right now, I could perceive that differently. What I suggest you, when something undesired happening, decide what you're going to focus on. And this is taking us to the 3 keys, the 3 questions that Dr. Viktor Frankl, survivor of the Holocaust, what he discovered there, that there are 3 main questions that when someone asks them, he is able to decide and direct about the quality and the direction of his life. Let's discover what are those 3 decisions and questions, which are our 3 keys. 1. Direct your focus toward what is wanted or desired. Focus equal feeling. Feeling equal life. Tony Robbins said that many times, and that phrase cannot really get out of my head. What it really means is whatever you are focusing on, you're getting more of that. If you're focusing on what you have, on what you can do, on what is beautiful and amazing in your life, you're going to get more of that. And if you're focusing on what is bad, on the past, on what you do not have, on what you currently cannot do, you are going to get more of that. You have that organ in your brain called RAS, Reticular Activating System. This is an organ like your little finger, and this organ actually filters every single thing towards what you want. So if you direct your attention to what you want, you get more of that. If you focus on your fears, on what people did to you, on what you don't want, on what you don't have, you get more of that. All of them, if you understand, direct you towards the past, towards what's not working your way and not towards the present. The other flip of the coin is focusing on the present moment and direct your expectations towards the future, not basing on the past. Means what I can do, what do I have right now, which is the present moment, and what is the meaning of that. And that leads us to the second key, which is inevitable step that's happening just after. The second key and the step, and this is actually the second question after what do I focus on, we ask, what is the meaning of that? So correct the meaning of that, because what you focus on, you get more of that. Let's say someone did something bad to you or negative or something that you perceive as not good. If you see that as it was, as you think, this is what it's going to be. You get more of what you focus on, because what you focus on grows and you get more energy towards that same direction. So it is very important to control what you focus on. Start this habit of asking yourself, what do I focus on right now? Is it about something that I can do or I cannot do? Is it about the present, how beautiful life is, how I can do the next day what I wanted, or today even better, or what I'm lacking, what I don't have? And all of those just bring you to see what is missing, to complaining, and eventually to suffering, because you are getting attached to what is not working. Instead, focus on what you have. Get a beautiful meaning towards that. For example, I could say my life has ruined because I saw myself as a victim, okay? I'm on hospital bed, all of my body is full of fractures, I cannot move, I cannot walk, I can barely eat. I couldn't even go to the bathroom, people had to bring me everything. And since that occasion I understood that I was helpless only here in my mind. And the people that came to see me after I started to perceive that and use that methodology, they came to visit me and they asked me, Raz, how are you doing? How do you feel? And I was like, I'm doing amazing. How are you doing? And they were always amazed how I'm really smiling and happy and excited when I'm lying down on hospital bed. That didn't fit their perspective on how someone that fell from 10-meter height or 3 floors and injured in his whole body, how he should react. They saw the victim. that is in their head throughout what I looked like. And therefore, this is only your perspective and your focus that determine what you're going to do. On the other hand, I could be someone that is suffering. I could hear the doors that crashed in my head about all of those opportunities that I will not be able to make. What girlfriend would want someone that is crippled? I would suffer from pain to the rest of my life. This is what the doctor said. I would not be able to do sport. I would not be able to really meet new people. What career is expected from me? So my life is going to be just depression, sadness, and anger about what happened to me. Instead, I understood that it happened for me. And that's what I'm suggesting for you as well. Understand that life happens for you. Only if you ask how it's happening for me, only then you can see what life have prepared for you. So I actually saw that as a blank page that I got my life back and I can rewrite my script and decide what life is going to be from now on. So the next question and the next key, the last one, is just do. Just do what? Do what is necessary of you. Third question is what you're going to do about it. When the first question asking us, what do I focus on? The second one is, what is the meaning of all of that? Is it the beginning of something or the end of something? Do I get rewarded for something or do I get punished for something? And that is going to lead us to what we are going to do or not do. So the third one is just do what is necessary. What you're going to do, something bad happened to you, something negative, something unwanted or undesired happened to you, you can just ask, what do I focus on? Do I focus on the present moment and expecting for a better future, rewriting what I want? Or do you hang on the negative, on what you cannot do? And because of that, a new meaning, a new emotion would arise, because focus equals feeling. And the feeling would give you new meaning. And because of the new meaning and the new feeling, as happy or a peaceful or confident person that says, all right, I do have a hope now. I am able to create my life from now on the way I want, because what happened just happened, so now it is my decision. So this is a call for you. If you are doubting yourself or stressed or you are pleasing people or you think that you are not good enough and what people would say about you and they will reject me and I would be inadequate and I cannot do that, this is your call to wake up. Do not wait for your 10-meter height, your own crisis that maybe happened, something that maybe happened in the past, something that's happening right now, or it will happen. It doesn't matter, because life are ups and downs. It is your decision how you are going to interpret this, how you are going to decide what is it that you are focusing on. Everything is going to pass. The only thing that is permanent is change. One last thing before we wrap up. You have every single resource, emotional resource, inside of you already. If you see that, you know that as well from my words and my heart and soul to you, you are able to achieve everything that you want, just like I did. Today I have a girlfriend that we are going to marry, the best business, like the thing that I love doing the most, helping people. I work with people to change their lives, just like I did for myself. I have the best health of my life. I'm exercising. Yes, the doctor couldn't really predict who I'm going to be, because I've decided that. And I have the best circle of people. I've done every single thing I wanted. Even 1 year after this accident, by not being able to even walk, I used to go to ski 2 or 3 times after that. Just 1 year after, and I started doing all of those things. And that is possible for you. So we learned today that every single person can stop suffering, start smiling independently of any external, just like I did. God didn't just decided that only I can do it. You can do it as well. And therefore, suffering is a decision. The pain is inevitable, just like I had the pain, but I've decided that I'm not going to suffer. And the key here is detachment. Detach from whatever that you are holding on, how it should be done, how things should be for me. The next thing that we learned are the 3 keys, that are the 3 questions that are going to determine the quality of your life. 1, what am I focusing on? 2, what is the meaning of that? And 3, what do I gonna do? And lastly, remember that there is no failure, there is only a feedback for growth. If you try to learn from the things that happen to you, you're going to see how it is went exactly for you. So if you liked it, share that with someone you love. like down below, subscribe to the channel, put the notification on so you see every time new video comes up. You're welcome to see on the video just down here to gain more confidence, love, peace of mind, and help you be the best version that you can be.